Welcome to Learning from Leaders, the show where we dive into the minds of today's top thought leaders, coaches, authors, speakers, and entrepreneurs with your host, RJ Horner. Each week, we explore real conversations, powerful lessons, and actionable insights to help you grow, lead, and make a lasting impact. Whether you're building your business, your brand, or your influence, you'll find the inspiration and strategies you need right here. Let's dive in and start learning from leaders.
Hey Beacons, welcome back to Learning from Leaders. I'm your host, RJ Horner, and today we're diving into something that I truly believe sits at the core of great leadership. Not trending or flashy leadership, but lasting leadership. We're talking about the servant leader's mindset. Now, I want to say right up front, this is not easy. Servant leadership sounds simple. In fact, it often runs counterintuitive to what the world celebrates. We live in a culture that applauds the loudest voice in the room, the fastest climber, the person with the biggest title, the most authority, the leader in the spotlight. But real leadership doesn't begin at the top. It begins with posture. Servant leadership isn't about standing above people. It's standing with them. It's not about being impressive. It's about being intentional. At the heart of a servant leader's mindset is one powerful that every leadership has to wrestle with. How can I serve? It's not about how can I win or how can I get credit. It's not how can I protect my image, but how can I help the people around me become better, stronger, and more capable? When that question becomes your starting point, everything about your leadership begins to shift. Your conversations change, your decisions change, your influence deepens. Let me show you what I mean with this story. A few years ago, I met a leader named Daniel who ran a small, growing business. But Daniel was sharp. He knew his numbers. He understood strategies. But what made him different was now he showed up for his people. Every Friday afternoon, instead of hiding in his office or rushing out the door, Daniel would walk the shop floor. But not with a clipboard, not with a checklist. He'd walk around the floor and ask one simple question. What can I do to make your job easier? One afternoon, an employee actually hesitated and then finally said, look, honestly, the lighting back here makes it hard to see, especially late in the day. Daniel didn't debate it. He didn't delay. He didn't delegate it. By Monday morning, the lights were replaced. Now, on the surface, that might sound small. But leadership moments usually are, because what really changed wasn't the lighting, it was the culture. People started speaking up. They started offering their ideas because they saw Daniel taking responsibility, taking action on the things that one person dared to offer up. And now they felt that they owned it. They were taking ownership and they felt safe to speak up because they felt seen. That's the quiet power of servant leadership. It creates environments where people don't just comply, they contribute. And when people feel valued, they don't just work harder, they work together.
Are you ready to step into your full leadership potential? To grow as a leader who inspires, empowers, and makes an impact? Welcome to the Beacon Fellows School of Leadership, a place where emerging leaders, coaches, and changemakers come together to master the skills, mindset, and strategies to lead with purpose. Through our immersive programs, you'll gain proven frameworks for building influence and authority, hands-on leadership development tools and workbooks, personalized guidance from experienced facilitators, a community of like-minded leaders committed to growth. Whether you're looking to lead a team, launch a movement, or simply grow in confidence and clarity, the Beacon Fellows School equips you with the skills, strategies, and support to shine as a leader in any arena. Join us today and start your journey to becoming a leader who leaves a lasting impact. Visit www.beaconfellows.com to learn more and secure your place at the Beacon Fellows School of Leadership. Your next step as a leader starts now.
So here's something every leader needs to hear. People don't give the best to leaders who need to be served. They give their best to leaders who serve first. And that brings us to an important clarification. Servant leadership is not weakness. It's not being passive. It's not avoiding hard conversations. It's not lowering standards or giving up authority. Servant leadership is strength with restraint. It's confidence without ego. It's authority exercised for the benefit of others. A servant leader still gives direction. They still hold people accountable. They still make the tough calls, but they don't do it with the mindset of stewardship nor superiority. Or so they do it with the mindset of stewardship, not superiority. They ask, what do my people need to succeed? What obstacles can I remove? How can I develop others instead of depending on myself? And here's the part that challenges most leaders. Servant leadership often means you don't get immediate recognition. You don't always get the applause. You don't always get credit. But what you do get is trust. And trust is the currency of leadership. So let me turn this back to you. Who are you serving right now? Not in theory, not in intention, but in practice. Who have you checked in on lately? Not with an agenda, just to ask simple questions about how can I serve? Who have you equipped instead of corrected? Who have you empowered instead of controlled? When you show your people that you are here for them, you're giving them a direction of how you want the company culture to show up. They feel empowered. They feel like they're part of a team. And here's the real challenge. What would change if every decision you made this week started with the question, how can I serve the people affected by this? That question has power to transform teams. It can reshape culture. It can turn workplaces into communities and leaders into legacy builders. Because when you lead with the servant's heart, you don't just create results. You create significance. You don't just build success. You build people. So thanks for tuning in to Learning from Leaders this week. If this episode changed you, challenged you, or encouraged you in any way, I want you to share it with another leader in your circle. Share it with your team so that you can understand that you've learned this. And remember this. Let's keep spreading that mindset. And your leadership isn't defined by the position you hold. It's defined by the people you lift. So keep shining, keep serving, and keep leading with heart.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. If it inspired you, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who needs to hear it. We invite you to join Beacon Fellowship School of Leadership, a community of your peers learning and growing together. Visit www.beaconfellows.com. Keep growing, keep serving, and keep your light shining bright. Most of all, never stop learning from leaders.